Good afternoon, friends. Yeah, good afternoon, friends. All right. Can you hear me all right? I have the privilege today to introduce our featured speaker. I'm doing this because I asked for the opportunity to introduce my longtime Rotary buddy and friend, Terry Rifkin, right over here. I wasn't going to ask Terry to come up here, but he had already did that. I've known Terry for about 23 years. She joined this brand new Monarch Sunrise Rotary Club just a little while before I did. So we both kind of grew up with the club. I remember when I first came into the club, none of us knew what was going on at all. It's always been clear to me, though, that she joined because she was looking for opportunities to serve and to find new friends in this rapidly growing community down there in South Orange County. And I also think she was looking for a husband. Well, she found all three. Great God. But I really wish to emphasize what a wonderful giver of service Terry really is. And she's an organizer and a leader as well. She really gets things done that she thinks should be done by herself and also by the committees and teams that she leads. She's really kind of a Mother Teresa of the South Orange County area. She's been publicly recognized for her service a number of times, including in this event just a few years ago. Terry is a super Rotarian. She's an example of why I'm a big fan of Rotary, of women in Rotary. And it says here that I should pause for applause. Where are you women? All right, just a couple more thoughts. Terry's going to like this stuff. Terry's been giving me orders and trying to keep me in line for many years. Have you ever tried to imagine a Marine drill sergeant that kind of resembles Farrah Fawcett? Look at that. And I'm sure she believes that, well, see, Terry is a psychotherapist. That means she analyzes and fixes brains and emotions. And I'm sure she believes that there is absolutely no hope for PVG. Amen. Amen. Terry, we all welcome you today. Join me.
Hello, everybody. Hello. So nice to be here. It's a very, very exciting day for all of our nominees. I tried not to give a lot of thought to how many people would be sitting in the audience, and I'm really glad I didn't, because there are a lot of them today. And, but I do want to congratulate everyone who has been nominated for this really prestigious award. I think it's an extreme honor that your club thought enough of you to put you on the slate above so many people who do so much and put you forward to the district for consideration for this award. And I also want to give some recognition to all of the club members who have come to support the nominees. I just think that this shoulder-to-shoulder support is what Rotary is all about. And I just want to acknowledge each and every person in this audience, because I think that service is a way of life for all of us. I remember just 4 years ago when I was sitting in this audience, and as you can see how warm and wonderful my Monarch Beach Sunrise Rotary friends are. Well, 4 years ago they embraced me and they came here amongst all the other nominees just to support me as I was up for this wonderful recognition. Now, all Rotarians are in the business of just giving service. We're not thinking about the headlines. We're not thinking about the newspaper. We're not thinking about awards and recognition. So I must admit, as I was sitting here as the nominees are today, I was a little uncomfortable. Maybe some of you are too. And I remember when John Brainerd was up here and he began to read the description and the bio of the person that won Business Rotarian of the Year, his voice started fading in the background, and my mind started thinking of all kinds of other things. And my mind went to a movie that I saw. Perhaps many of you have seen this movie also, Schindler's List. And that might be a far stretch for some of you, but not in my mind. If you remember, in World War II, the Jews were being persecuted by the Nazis, and Oskar Schindler championed the cause of Jews. He hired them in his factory, and one by one, he saved lives. And at the end of the movie, there was such a profound line. I'll never forget it. When the camps were liberated and remaining people were released, he was near tears and he said, "I could have done more. I could have saved one more." And that is the line that resonated for me as I sat here and thought, did I do enough to receive the award for District Rotarian of the Year? There's so many people who are qualified and overqualified. Did I do enough? And my mind started very slowly coming back to the present and to the room. And I heard at the end of the bio that John Brainerd was reciting. And I thought, that sounds a little bit like me. And then as he said my name, I go, oh my God, that is me. I was totally stunned. I have to tell you, I was totally stunned. And so I felt that there were so many distinguished servants of service and so many qualified and overqualified Rotarians. Like today, every nominee here is unique and has done so much that I just felt that I remember just saying to myself, today is going to be the first day of a new Rotary life for me, and it has been. I didn't quite know what it all was going to mean, but I knew it was going to change something for me, and maybe it will change something for all of you, not only those who are going to receive this wonderful award today, but maybe all of you that are sitting here. So I floated to the stage 4 years ago, cheered on by my dear friends at Monarch Beach Sunrise Rotary. And I will always deeply cherish not only the recognition in my district, but of my club. Yes, good things have come to me in the last 4 years, and not just because of this award that I received here. Something very dear to me this year, Diane Harkey, our Assemblywoman, named me Woman of the Year for her Rotary District, and that is an award I will always cherish. And I also received an acknowledgement for a Heart and Soul Award from the O'Connor Mortuary, and I was just thrilled I didn't have to be dead to receive that. That was a relief. So, why have these acknowledgements and then others happened to me? I will tell you why I believe it has been, because, and maybe this will be a message to all of you sitting here in the room today, because the day I was awarded District Rotarian of the Year, I renewed my vows to Rotary. I embraced and internalized the meaning of my membership all over again. And I have been a member for 24 years. So for me, it was an honor that had tremendous responsibilities attached to it. It meant that I needed to be deliberate in Rotary and not take my membership for granted. Daily, I do try to be an example of the 4-way test. I try to have integrity in all my dealings with people. I try to be kind and respectful to my friends, my family, fellow Rotarians, and also strangers. I try to say yes whenever possible. And I also try to bring people to Rotary because I want to introduce them to something that has been so meaningful in my life. And another thing I try to do is to mentor a new Rotarian, because I hope that membership can be as meaningful for them as it has been for me. See, service is an honor and a way of life for all of us. And part of my own personal credo is that I take it upon myself to lead the way. I try to celebrate the spirit of volunteerism as all of you do, and remember that we rise by lifting others. Now, if I was on reality TV and I was on Survivor, leaders are voted off the island first, right? Not in Rotary reality. In Rotary reality, leaders are asked to do more, and give more, and be more. And all of our nominees today have leadership qualities that have been standing out, and that is why they've been acknowledged here. And I want you all to realize your Rotary potential, because I think we can all be more, do more, and give more. Every leadership position I've ever taken in Rotary, I have grown from. The first time I ever had to speak in front of the 50 people in my Rotary Club, I had to do a craft talk. And I got so nervous, I was hyperventilating, and almost nothing came out of my voice. And I was almost mute. Now look at me. I've come a long way in Rotary, and I thank Rotary every day for all the leadership opportunities it has given me, because I think it has changed me as a person. So I only have a few words left to say, but I want you all to be inspired. I want you to be passionate about service. I want you to aspire to more. Use the great examples of the leaders in your club to give more and do more yourself. There are many unsung heroes in Rotary, people who are caring and compassionate, and they may not ever make the headlines or get a plaque or an award, but our world would be a much darker place without them. So today we are only awarding a few people this extraordinary recognition, but we know that everyone nominated, and actually everyone in this room, is a Rotarian because they are generous, they are giving, and they are sacrificing. So I want to congratulate again all our nominees. You are all winners. And as Rotarians, we understand what the heart gives away never is gone, because it is always kept in the hearts of others. So I want to thank you for your time, and again, I want to recognize all of our nominees today for outstanding service. Thank you. The nominees for Business Rotarian of the Year. The business nominees are, and would you please stand and come up to the front? Terry Geiling from the Long Beach Club.